Rich DeMarco here on the Cadet Spotlight. We're down at the Tronsrue Rifle Range with Army Junior Jacob Costa from the rifle team. Jacob, thanks for a couple of minutes here in the Cadet Spotlight. And so far this season, it's been a good year for the Army rifle team and facing tough opponents each week, and you guys are doing a good job.
It has so far. A lot of the older kids on the team, a lot of our seniors, especially our juniors, which is the class that has the most shooters, have definitely been pulling their weight so far. Definitely been putting up some pretty strong scores.
Let's talk about you individually, a junior, as we mentioned. The decision to come to West Point, a native of Hamden, Connecticut. Tell me about your shooting career prior to West Point and the decision to come here to the academy.
Well, my grandfather had been a hunter, and he had introduced me to the shooting sport when I was about 10. And around that age, my father and I decided to hit up a local shooting range. And after that, I signed up for the junior program, and I've been shooting competitively ever since.
When it came time to shoot competitively at the collegiate level, what were your options? Tell me about the decision to come to West Point.
Well, originally, like I discussed, my grandfather had gone to Annapolis, so that's where I was planning to attend originally. But as things progressed, I got talking to Coach Wigger, the coach here, and I learned that the Army program was much more developed, much more thoroughly exercised program of the two out of Annapolis and West Point. So I started exploring that option, and as I went along, I discovered that I really wanted to be an Army officer, so I chose this path.
Shooting takes so much concentration. You need to be so deliberate. Maybe tell our fans something that maybe they might not know, how tough it is when you're out there shooting at a rifle meet.
One of the things that a lot of people don't know about the shooting sport is, like you said, how much concentration it takes. You can, especially during air rifle, it's 60 shots standing for almost 2 hours, and you're standing out there shooting. So it takes a lot of concentration, and the slightest bump in that can really affect your performance. And it can be almost as draining physically as mentally.
Well, Jacob, we appreciate a couple of minutes here on the Cadet Spotlight. Best of luck the rest of this 2012-2013 rifle season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Jacob Costa from the Army Rifle Team here on the Cadet Spotlight.
Hey, I'm Chris Negan. I'm a senior on the Army swimming and diving team, and today I'm going to show you how to do a 1.5 off the 3 meter. So to do a 1.5 off 3 meter, here's some 4 basic rules to do this dive. So number 1 is the walk down the board, 2 is the hurdle, 3 is the dive, and then 4 is the entry. So starting with the walk down the board, you want to take it nice and slow. You don't want to go too fast because you might get off balance. The second step, which is the hurdle, you want to bring your hurdle leg up as high as it can go, and then because that'll give you a good amount of bounce. So when you're coming down on the board, you want to try to jump as high as you can. And to do the 1.5, you want to throw your arms down, keep your head up and your chin up. And then when you're doing the dive in the air, you want to have your pointed toes, nice body line. And then when you're trying to go for the entry, you want to get your shoulders to touch your ears on both sides. Get a nice flat hand like that. And then when you go in the water, it should make no splash. All right, those are the steps you need to do a 1.5 off the 3 meter. This Saturday is our senior meet here at Crandall Pool. Action gets started at 11:30. Hope you guys can make it out. Go Army!